Yo, yo. Alright, welcome everyone, Shinju Jura here. Welcome to the stream. Of course, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga chapter 12. We are here. Welcome everyone. H2O Cobra. Barrel took my lights. Over my 24% last year. Whole stream I'll be back when you start. Jano, so you still haven't gotten back light yet. Yeah. Like it's crazy to me that you know, a lot of persons still haven't really gotten back lights. It's actually crazy to me. But I hope, I know JPS keeps reporting that, you know, things are, you know, 90-something%, you know, restoration. So hopefully you get back light either this evening or tomorrow. Hopefully. Just kind of keep the music on a level. You guys can let me know how the levels sound between my voice and the music. So just let me know if anything. Dara Shikage, yo, we're here. Still haven't replaced the mouse yet. Scroll wheel still messed up. I ordered a replacement one, so we're still gonna treat this chapter reading reaction / review in horizontal fashion. So yeah, of course share the stream, guys. Maybe just that as well. Wait, bye yo. Oh, go on. Blue Vortex. Alright, so you guys can let me know. Well, then I can always check myself as well. Yeah, I feel like the music could be just a bit lower. Wait, David Akadi? We here, we live. Alright, so as per usual, I'm in from work and I know everybody's read the chapter at this point, so let's get into it without further ado. I think everything should be Gucci. Alright, so Boruto chapter, well, 2 Blue Vortex chapter 12, Thorn Soul Bulb. I have a nice cover here with Sumeri. Of course, I guess Ikimoto still, you know, experimenting with the manga cover colors. I don't think this is bad, but of course, Sumeri with blue here versus purple. I don't know, what do you guys prefer? Let me know. Alright, so the man, the myth, the legend, Boruto on the scene. Boruto! Sumeri, Konohamaru, Hidari. Master Konohamaru, please keep Himawari safe. And then Hidari going in. Boruto blocking. Man doing the one. Yo, this is how you know so the man is just like that guy, dog. When you see a character doing like hand signs with like one hand, you know it's him. Wind style, breakthrough. Blast him away. Going into the claw marks. And then we have Kawaki and Delta. Boruto's aura changed locations in a flash. Gotta be that space-time ninjutsu. I bet he's now where Team 10 first ran into the enemy. But finding funny is that Jura is just like chilling over here, dog. Like, man's like, alright, man gone, just chill. No sign of Himawari or Team 10. Sensory unit, do you copy? Are they all safe? Team 10 is wounded but heading toward the new district. It seems Himawari has met up with Konohamaru and Sarada. Boruto is there as well. Yeah, Boruto is there as well. Heard that? What next? That bastard. What the heck's he up to? Just standing there. Menacingly! Well, then again, more than likely, I kinda suspect that Jura can actually see what's going on either way, and he's just observing to see how the confrontation with Hidari is going to go, more than likely. That's my 2 cents right here. Anyway, what are you plotting, Boruto? Showing up here like nothing's changed. Do you understand your position? Stop it, Master Konohamaru. Didn't you see? If Boruto hadn't shown up, I'd be dead, or worse. Watch out. The enemy can freely manipulate claw marks just like code. Who knows where he could pop up? Yeah, looks like it. Hey, you're a sensory unit. Could you keep your focus on the claw marks? Call out even the slightest movement of chakra. What the? You're a traitor. You have no right to... Boruto. This foe is clearly after Sarada. Just now, he completely ignored Master Konohamaru and went for Sarada instead the moment he saw her. He said he was gonna devour me. No pun intended. Plus, those moves of his, they're related, aren't they? To Dad becoming a tree. Becoming a tree? Wait a sec. By tree, are you referring to what's going on with Moegi? This guy came into being using Old Man Sasuke's chakra as a source, but don't concern yourself with that, or hold back at all. Just focus on taking him down, in order to save Old Man Sasuke. What is going on, and how do you come by all this info, Boruto? I said focus, Master Konohamaru, or you'll die. Hey, I sense chakra moving, in the claw marks. Stay calm. Where? I can't tell, it's everywhere. Of course, Boruto, chilling. Clawgram coming out. So that's the deal. Sarada, I'll cut down their numbers. Since you're the target of that hooded guy, you just fight the ones that come for you. Roger. Summary to me. Let's move away from them. Alright, so at least with this chapter, I'm hoping we get a better display of what Sarada can do. And hopefully a better idea how the power scale is going to be set. Isn't it weird? Like, we've gotten so many fights since the time skip of Boruto, but it still kind of feels ambiguous sometimes in terms of how to really gauge some of the characters. Anyway, alright, so one hand for Boruto and jump slash. Alright, of course, Sarada going in. Oh, I probably should reduce my size a bit there. Yeah, probably a bit. Yeah, we can probably work with that. Yeah, that should be Gucci. Anyway, Sarada going in, and of course Hidari uses the opportunity to grab her there. Shit. And then Boruto coming in with the flying thunder. Well, he throws a shuriken, flying thunder gods there, and then alright, that's definitely a callback to the whole, you know, Obito versus Minato fight. it feels like it, dog. So I guess flying thunder god level 2. Anyway, alright, so Boruto manages to land a Rasengan on him. Damn it, he's gonna go heal. Alright, then he's back at the base, and then the tree seemingly heals him, and then he's back again here. Eyes wide open, man laying a bunch of claw marks. Boruto, escape up into the sky. I'll draw him out on the ground. Hit him with another Rasengan when he shows. Nope, I can't. I'm not going up. I'm gonna use the Uzuhiko at maximum output. I'll kill him with one blow. Yo, Sid, if you're watching this stream at some point, yo, I guess you were wrong. I know we have this tendency to say like, yo, the man used Uzuhiko, and probably because of like plot contrivances, we'll never see him used again, or it won't be as effective. But here we go, going for maximum outputs. Alright, so Uzuhiko, the energy of the centrifugal force accompanying a planet's rotation and orbit. I call it a planet's chakra, but Uzuhiko is a new Rasengan that utilizes that energy. A single shot of this jutsu can take him down without letting him escape via the claw marks. It's possible if I don't hold back, because there's absolutely no limit to the Uzuhiko's power. Yo, this man is just making this so ridiculous now. There's no limits. Interesting. Like, I know we joke about it, but like, honestly, I'm really starting to believe that Boruto is like legitimately just like, yo, dog, we become too powerful now, we too trained too much. But we can't make the story go and build up. We can't solo the verse yet. So maybe just easy. Alright, let's see. Alright, but I need to take in that planetary chakra through both feet. It has to be directly from the earth. That's why I can't fly up into the sky. And in order to kill him with a single blow, I'll need quite a lot. So buy you time, eh? Got it. Alright. So let me see. The energy of the centrifugal force accompanying a planet's rotation and orbits. So it's like we kind of already established, it's not really like natural or sage energy, but it's just the energy from the centrifugal force. So it kind of like has to kind of gather that by staying on the ground. So it's kind of like a, I don't know if I want to say like a spirit bomb, really and truly, like from Dragon Ball, but kinda. I'm glad we kind of get some more nuance in terms of this ability that he can't use it while he's flying. Anyway. Alright, so man comes out with a Shidori. Konohamaru comes out with that new Rasengan again, the Rasengan Barrio. Master Konohamaru, I thought I asked you to guard Himawari. I'll decide what my priority is. Thanks. Instead of complaining, get that jutsu ready. Alright, this man comes out. Sarada revs her. Ah boy, Sarada. Alright. Oh, it's nice. You know, Shidori stream. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's the same thing as Shidori Nagashi, right? That's what it's the Japanese term would be. Anyway, of course. Okay. Wait, so she drags him out. Boruto, not yet. To be honest, it still ain't perfect, but it's now or never. Alright, Rasengan, Uzuhiko. Yeah. Yo, bro. Voila, the man just got ripped to bits, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Damn it, it was just a bit short. You ain't getting away. Alright. Of course, Kawaki is here. Finally, the stock slide are going to be going up back for Kawaki. Finally doing something useful. Alright. Hey, you look to be in pain. Let me ease your suffering. And then, boom. Just got rid of him just like that. Kawaki. Nice work. Yo. What the heck is that? Grab. Well, you sure this is it? I've confirmed. It's there. I've confirmed it. There's no mistake. It's the same as what I saw before. It's a thorn soul bulb. Good. Hold up. Explain what is that thing. I was told it's something that will help save my master, who has turned into a tree. Now let go of me, Kawaki, or I'll cut off. Yo! Yo! Alright. You're told by whom? Whose info is it? Shit! Walan! Somebody finally managed to actually injure the man? Boruto, Boruto, hey, what the heck? Delta, report. Missed his vibe. Oh, it was a tail beast bomb. Crazy. Like a sniper. Yo, it's crazy. It's like a sniped tail beast bomb. It's actually crazy, dog. Ooh, for real, he's taking shots from this distance. Something that will help save my master. Sarada going in, gets shot through the arm. Ugh. That bulb, it's flying off. Grab. Boruto. That he even knows about the Thorn Soul bulb already. He's a lot more dangerous than I anticipated. Very well. Kawaki alone should be enough as Otsutsuki fodder. Otsutsuki Boruto, I've decided that you need to die. Alright, and that's our chapter for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 12, and of course, by extension, the end of volume 3 for the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga. What can I say? What can I say? What did you guys think about the chapter? For the most part, I would say we got a decent amount of action for this chapter, which is always good. Let me kind of scroll through. Like, coming onto this chapter, I can probably see persons maybe, just maybe, wanting or desiring that Sarada would have done just a bit more. I mean, she did get like a Shidori Nagashi in. She did kind of do the setup. I mean, she played. I think she played a decent role in terms of being a distraction, while, you know, doing the setup for Boruto to get the Uzuhiko off, essentially. So that was good. But I kind of like how it wasn't like perfect, in the sense that, like, oh, let me just hold him off, and then boom, she can hold him off, because still, according to what I'm seeing, I don't think Sarada is in nowhere near that tier of power. So I guess in the grand scheme of things, it makes logical sense that, you know, she wasn't really able to hold off Hidari as cleanly as I personally would have wanted it. So I think that makes sense for the most part. Of course, Konohamaru getting some action in there kind of makes it feel dynamic. It doesn't quickly reduce it to just, you know, the Boruto and Sarada show, like, you know, that Goku and Vegeta, or that the Naruto and Sasuke show. So I like that the other characters had a role to actually play in this chapter, even as minor as it may have been, essentially. So there is definitely that. In terms of the nuances when it comes on to the Shinju here, correct me if I'm wrong, but last chapter, didn't he recover without going back to the base? But based on how it's looking in this chapter, unless that was the case the last chapter, and for the more crucial or critical injuries, they have to actually go back to the base and recover, unless that's what they're trying to tell us with this chapter. So I mean, it kind of highlights some nuances when it comes on to the enemy, as well as even Boruto's technique, because, you know, when you introduce like all powerful characters or techniques, I think it's always a good move to introduce some, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, say, a weakness per se, but some nuance to it, to allow other characters to react or approach it in a creative way, so that we as the audience can be, what's the word I'm looking for, a bit, it keeps that engagement from us, the audience, you know, it makes the story feel more engaging, I would say. So I like that we kind of had those little nuances between the Shinju and Boruto's Uzuhiko. Now, when it comes from a power scaling standpoint, if you're telling me that full power Boruto and his strongest technique can essentially wipe out one of these Shinju, essentially in this, gotta remember that, like, it kind of goes another length in terms of establishing where to kind of place Boruto power scaling wise. Like, I know we're far removed from like like the top tiers of the fourth grade ninja war, like your Madara's, your Six Paths characters, your 8 Gates guy. But like right now, if you play as Boruto in in the fourth grade ninja war, this man is literally just going to be just cleaning house, bro. Honestly. Right now, this man like he can watch one shot 10 Tails Madara. If you just give him time to charge Uzumaki to full power, it's actually going to be crazy. So that's the crazy part thinking about it, all things considered. So there's that. So again, just kind of to reiterate, it does seem like the Uzumaki isn't really like a sage or natural energy, but just the energy from the centrifugal force of the planet. He seems to gather that. Let me just kind of go back to it. The energy of the centrifugal force accompanying a planet's rotation and orbit. I call it a planet's chakra. Okay, so it's not literally, well, I guess it's not literally chakra, but I guess I lack a better term since Boruto is calling it that. They just showed us how he healed last chapter. Ah, okay, fair enough. So I'm kind of wondering, like, with how Boruto's describing it, is it that the Rasengan it uses chakra, obviously, but is it that the energy from the centrifugal force of the planet is not necessarily chakra? You know, like when it came onto like Baryon mode Naruto, and they were saying like, oh, Kurama's chakra and Naruto's chakra would kind of collide, like in kind of like something similar like nuclear fission or fusion, to create like a different type of energy. I'm wondering it's kind of like in the same vein, like as that, not necessarily like the same, but you get what I mean. So I'm kind of wondering. You would charge it, they won't just. I mean, true, but let's be honest here. Like, I know Boruto isn't necessarily portrayed like a Naruto as having a ton of chakra, but logically he should have a decent amount of chakra to say the least. So if it's even to set things up with like a shadow clone, a few like 10 or 20 shadow clones, come on, man. But I know how it goes when it comes on to like these type of stories where like even if the character can do X, Y, and Z logically, based on their fighting style, they won't. It's kind of like Kakashi knowing 1,000 jutsu only using 5 or like throughout the entire story. So you know, so yeah, you're saying like fighting style wise and narratively, they might not have Boruto do it like do like 20 clones. Like if I was in a situation, 20 clones and I'm just a charge it in the background or something. So yeah, there's that. Give Kawaki his respect. That's the next thing too. I definitely will. The man managed to come in clutch at the last second to ensure that Hidari couldn't actually regen. So that was good, and of course he managed to do it without using karma, just using his cyborg enhancements essentially. But of course his body is again 80% Ishiki Otsutsuki, so he must have some sort of passive boost because of that as well, more than likely. So yeah, there's definitely that. So yeah, that's also a part of the whole, you know, the chapter making use of all these characters in these different situations. So it does help the chapter feel like really dynamic. I think could his clones do Uzumaki? I don't see why not. I mean, Naruto's clones could essentially do everything he did. I mean, if we take it to the extreme examples of, you know, when Naruto had the shadow clone fighting in the war on the field with Madara, like it could do Sage mode, it could do QB Chakra mode, it could do Rasengan shit. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. And then think about it. If it's a matter of gathering the energy from the centrifugal force of the planet, then it's not like I would imagine some of his chakra is still mixed in, but for the majority of it, it's more like the planet's energy anyway. So you don't really have to really expend like a crazy amount of chakra, I imagine. So yo, like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this man could literally like just alright, a few clones. Like if it hits like a man like 10 Tails, double Rinnegan, Third Eye, Madara, like it's a wrap, bro. It's still a wrap. So, yo, listen to me. I'm looking at this panel right here now, and I'm thinking, like, once the anime comes back, and if they really handle it from a like an animation standpoint, like, yo, like, oh, it would look sick. You know, have the art, the animation, the direction, like, it's going to be sick, but not lie. So there's that as well. Yo, that's not disappointing. Yeah, two Blue Vortex has been really good. But the majority of persons, not that it doesn't seem like it's getting good reception, but I think like the acceptance or giving Boruto another shot again is going to really come when this gets animated, honestly. So there is definitely that. Of course, the next thing that we need to talk about is this whole new concept they're introducing with the Thorn Soul Bulb. Of course, as Kashin Koji Boruto puts it, is something that can be used to save Sasuke, and I guess by extension each one of the Shinju will have one of those. So of course we're gonna have to explore the nuance of how to get the characters back outside of the tree, because I mean, thinking about it, if the Ten Tails is meant to, you know, eat Otsutsuki and then blossom into a god tree and bear fruit, but it also, you know, they try to eat whatever is near them, and if they eat something other than Otsutsuki, well, then again, the thing is, yeah, Code still had the white karma and his influence on it. So I'm kind of wondering now, like, if the Ten Tails, especially like if it's like smaller versions, like say it's the versions of them that were in the Fourth Great Ninja War that it splintered off, if those eat persons and they turn into a tree, I'm thinking now, without the influence of white karma and Code's chakra, would those quote-unquote cloudgrams still transform into persons? I don't think so. Do you guys? I'm really thinking about it, but let's see. Of course, Jura. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen with Boruto now, because they won't. I think conflict will cause the situation. Yeah, true. So they decided to. That's the next thing now too. It does seem like Jura is about to leave the village, based on how it looks to me. So I guess part of what I was hoping for, desiring, like after this chapter, in terms of things hopefully moving past Konoha, but I guess we'll still be stuck in Konoha for a while. But it seems like Jura might retreat for now, based on how it looks to me. And interesting developments that they've decided to say, hey, we'll consume Kawaki when we're ready to become like a true divine tree. But Boruto needs to die. So said he might get what if this is all it's like. If this is all to make it for human consumption. I mean, that could be possible, but from a perspective of, you know, Jura, like, I mean, you wouldn't really have an incentive to really make it for human consumption, really. So there's that. But yeah, the plot thickens and develops, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens now with Boruto injured. Of course, I imagine he could still just Flying Thunder God back to Kashin Koji, but it probably could bring the characters with him. And then it's anybody's guess what Jura. I imagine Jura's going to go back to the base and we'll get more, you know, lore or dialogue or new lore when it comes on to this whole, you know, Hold on. Even forgetting the name already. Thorn Soul Bulb. TSB. Yeah, we'll more than get more information on that. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So the next thing is that it's going to be interesting to see what the fallout of this whole attack on Konoha is going to cause, because of course, even though Sarada did help out, I could see her probably still feeling frustrated in terms of her level of how she contributed in this match here. And of course, Boruto is injured. There could be a case he flying Thunder Gods out of there, or he stays in the village for a little bit, who knows. Didn't even realize that Kashin Koshi seemingly is in siege mode. But that aside, I would imagine the Bug Shinju and the Matsuri, yeah, we'll probably get some of them next chapter for the most part. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more like concrete details when it comes on to like more the nuances when it comes on to the Shinju. So there's that. I think I'm on spotting like Aizen like with the Hogyoku. Ooh, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I know we've been stuck on the, you know, suspecting Amado all this time. So let's see how that goes. I think Boruto will take Sarada then, but Himawari will be left behind. That could be the case, because I mean, based on how we see things going, Himawari and Kawaki might be the perfect duo in terms of, you know, just to ensure that Kawaki's arc plays out in a very, very dynamic way, because Himawari seems to be like his one and only, I don't want to say weakness, but like his remaining connection point to his, for lack of a better term, his humanity or his morals, so to speak. So it would make sense to have Himawari stay with Kawaki, so that could be the case. And then Sarada, man, who knows, maybe, well, I would want to say Konohamaru as well, but maybe Konohamaru might stay in the village, maybe, who knows. Thoughts on chakra being used as key like fashion now in the Naruto universe. Chakra being used in a key like fashion, are you asking that based on how the Uzumaki works? Because, you know, thinking about it, that could be the case, like a new way to use chakra. Because again, Two Blue Vortex has this weird thing where, and it could just be me overanalyzing, overthinking it, where it's like they'll give an explanation, but it's like the explanation has this contradictory nature of feeling concrete and easy to understand, but at the same time, no man, there needs to be more details explained to us, you know? Because right now it feels like, yo, Uzumaki, like it doesn't use chakra, but it uses chakra, you know? Because if Boruto is saying I call it chakra, if it was legitimately like literally chakra, you wouldn't really have to have that line there. So maybe you're onto something, Arashikage, when you say using chakra like ki in Dragon Ball, because that just might be it. But I mean, we know chakra is a combination of physical and spiritual energy, right? And alright, if you were to really compare it to like Dragon Ball, it's not word for word like the same definition, but couldn't we consider it the same thing? Let me know what you guys think. Nostalgia that Boruto use. Of course I noticed it, man, from early on, the one-handed yeah man, definitely. Boruto is ridiculously powerful. It just sucks that he got that sneak attack by Jura. Just sucks. It's interesting that he uses the tail beast bomb like a sniper rifle. That's actually crazy. That is actually crazy. Well, I think I'm like, I still think we need to wait on details, but the way things are set, I think I'm almost comfy saying like Boruto just might, genuinely just might really be stronger than Baryon mode Naruto. In the sense that we haven't seen him use his karma, the true essence of karma, or karma stage 2 just yet, and he's this powerful, you know? So there's that. Jura and Kawaki is more so my example, and that the Rasengan is thrown now. Hold on. Orochimaru and Kakashi will be key later. Watch. Orochimaru and Kakashi, eh? Wouldn't be surprising. But you know, onto the back, just to kind of backtrack into the whole using chakra in a different way to get ridiculous power-ups, because hold on, let me just kind of gather my thoughts here. Because I remember when it came on to the anime, right? And we had the high compression Rasengan. And because of that, I did a discussion video in terms of Sasuke and ways he could power up, and I was talking all sorts of nonsense in terms of he could compress the Susanoo similarly to how Boruto compressed Rasengan to get like a massive power up. But it does seem like if characters can emulate, not necessarily in this form of necessarily like a technique, but even if it's like a full body buff where you can emulate the principles of Uzuhiko, you could have characters definitely powering up like in short order without it being bullshit. Could be that. And well, we're going into volume 4. I mean, what are you guys' predictions when it comes on to like chapter, like just not even just chapter 13, but volume 4 on a whole? I mean, definitely, I personally am expecting a lot of details in terms of the nuances of the Shinju, like even more. Definitely characters making the decisions like to either well, I know you guys are saying maybe they might not, nobody might leave the village anytime soon, but who knows? Definitely could see Sarada leaving the village still, maybe, just maybe. But who knows? Maybe we'll actually even see Gaara, the other Kages, even if it's for like a few pages talking with Shikamaru and the elders in terms of what to do next. And I guess that's even provided Boruto doesn't necessarily just, you know, flying thunder gods out of the village. I've just noticed ever since the last they have been shooting tracker like key projectiles a lot more frequently. Well yeah, that's true, but I mean they're 10 tails essentially, so I mean spamming tail beast bombs, I know it's kind of, it might be a bit off-putting or take a while to get used to since they're in human form, but I mean in my head it's, I mean they're still 10 tails at the end of the day, so spamming tail beast bombs, it's to be expected in my opinion. But yes, them spamming it kind of definitely again gives more of that Dragon Ball effect. And yo, this was the next sick thing, the callback to Minato with the Flying Thunder God level 2. Yo, clean, bro, clean Boruto. Yo, and then this man have the nerve to say, yo, he's not good at Flying Thunder God. It's crazy. Not just the tenses though, is what I'm saying. Okay, I get you. I get you. No limit to the Uzuhiko's power. There's no limits. There's just something about that line, but there's no limit to the Uzi goes forward. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, all in all, solid chapter in my opinion. Dynamic. Even though some were more minor than others, or some more major than others, the fact that a lot of characters, Boruto, Sarada, Konohamaru, the random sensory ninja guy, which I've forgotten his name, the fact that they all played a role in this here, in terms of defeating Hidari, was good. New lore with this whole Soul Thorn Bulb thing. Oh, and Kawaki as well. Set up for new lore with that and how that's going to go. Developments in the plot with the enemy, the antagonist, the villains becoming a bit more black and white in terms of their antagonism, if I could phrase it like that, with Boruto being a definite target to be killed right now, at least by Jura. And you know, it's interesting with all of them kind of being one being but still have their individuality. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to eventually lead to say, no, I don't think we should kill Boruto, like any disagreements. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. So the setup is honestly interesting. Of course, power scaling wise, Boruto ridiculous, Jura still, I mean, I guess it depends on how you interpret it, because it's a sneak attack by Jura from like super long distance, which is crazy. So there's definitely that as well. I like the chapter. Seems like group fights will be good in the future as well as individual ones. Yeah, if they could give it that Black Clover treatment where, you know, groups of characters fight, then it makes sense. And this is kind of like what I kind of wanted, in the sense of where I was saying, if they have the old cast of characters there and you kind of pair them up with like, say, I don't know, say Inashika Tro is teamed up with, I don't know, Lee and Shino, and you have them fight as a group, and the characters in terms of the dynamic between them, you can use that for us to kind of care more about the new gen. Or essentially it comes down to, as I said, group fights. So it would make sense, because if we're going to not devolve things into like the Boruto show, the Boruto show at this point, having characters that aren't as strong as Boruto just kind of playing support would be good, and might serve as motivation for them to level up using new and innovative means. Because that Uzuhiko, man, I'm telling you, I think you're more lore to the true. But of course, this whole Thorn, I keep forgetting the blasted name. Thorn Soul Bulb. Obviously, this is super new. Just would have come into existence lore-wise since, you know, the sentient Shinju were born. Or who knows? Maybe it could be something that really existed from before, and now, you know, Kishimoto, like in universe, but from a writing standpoint, it's just been introduced, and we're going to be exploring it for the next volume, along with a number of other things. So there's that. But the point is, going forward, I'm hoping we get to see more Daemon, the Bug Shinju, Kashin Koji, etc, etc. Who knows, maybe we'll have another Sasuke retrieval arc. And we're going to the tree. Gotta get to the tree, you know, some foolishness like that. And then it begs the question, if they can get Sasuke out of the tree, does Hidari just, you know, stop existing? That is the thing. So yeah, well, decent chapter, dogs, decent chapter. Can't really and truly can't complain. Hold on, let's really put this right screen, take this off. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys have any final thoughts on the chapter? And what's to come next? Or is there anything that I'm missing? Really and truly. The Kawaki stocks back up a bit, just a bit, you know? Remember, Naruto franchise plans to keep making content till 2032 and maybe beyond. That's the first I'm actually hearing about that rumor. But to be honest, the pace things are going, that's really not far-fetched. Because think about it. We are what, volume 3? We just ended volume 3 for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. There's still no word on the original extra 4 Naruto part 1 episodes just yet. We might get them next year, maybe, just maybe. And then I mean, probably after that we'll eventually set things up back to get the Boruto anime. And if they're smart, they'll definitely not approach it from the same, you know, standpoint in terms of weekly. Like, that would be crazy. So similar to like how Demon Slayer is operating now, where the manga has been done for like 4 years and it's, you know, we're still going in terms of the anime adaptation. I think it's highly possible that Boruto and Naruto can extend. And if we even take the whole Boruto out of it, I mean, we could, there's a bunch of, if they want to just milk it from that perspective, there's a ton of things they can do. They can still do the Naruto Top 99. We can do Kishimoto doing one-shots. We can adapt those one-shots to like OVAs. A lot of persons I know, like earlier in the Boruto era, they were saying like, oh, Boruto didn't have to start yet. There's a bunch of things in the past, like pre-Naruto era, that they could have really delved into story-wise. So, I mean, there's that as well. More than likely, at some point, I mean, even though it does seem like Storm Connections is just going to be a platform for DLC and everything, I imagine they'll construct and build a proper like next gen, you know, Naruto game at some point. So just saying. So yeah, I think up to 2032 and beyond is highly possible. I think so. One thoughts on the, yeah, I saw, who was it? Was it Chibi Reviews or was it Swag Kage? I thought I saw them post something on Twitter, but it's just correct. Let me know, is it supposed to be like a comic by like an author here in the West, or how is that going to go? Naruto and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that well, I mean, I guess they're both ninjas, so I mean, it should be interesting. To be honest, I welcome it. We're at the point in the franchise where it's like, okay, fine, the main story is done, and a lot of things might come off as them milking it, but some projects can just legitimately just be like honest fun, you know. Think about even, say, like from the Dragon Ball room, when we had that Yamcha manga, like the character was reincarnated as Yamcha. Somebody who read the Dragon Ball manga reincarnated as Yamcha, but since he knew the story of Dragon Ball, he kind of trained and did everything right to make Yamcha look good. So, you know, I think I'd be up for it. Definitely would be a fun read, to say the least. So I'd be for it, definitely, from that perspective. Sometimes you just have to have some fun and not be too you don't have to be too critical, like Naruto and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, maybe it doesn't, but I mean, it should be fun. It should be fun. Who is doing it? Art, so it should be a common and manga inspired art style. Okay, fine. Well, if it's like legit in terms of the actual thing, it's not just like a fan just, you know, drew it up and put it up, then let's see how it goes. Definitely would react and review it. So that should be fun. Anyway, we've been going for 52 minutes, and Especially with these reaction reviews for the Boruto chapters lately, I prefer to keep them under an hour or maybe just over an hour, just for make it, you know, for the persons who'll be coming on later on and watching it, is a easier breeze through than doing some 2-hour thing. So just that. So I think I'm going to wrap up here. Again, solid chapter. 2 Blue Vortex has not disappointed, and I am, God's willing, I live till the day to actually see 2 Blue Vortex, you know, get animated, because I'm not gonna say it's going to blow persons' minds in terms of who gave up on Boruto, but it should be interesting to see how the anime and manga community react to it, their thoughts and impressions when it comes on to this time skip Boruto, especially if the production value for it is good. It should be interesting. I'm very curious to see how the community is going to react for the most part, because it does seem like 2 Blue Vortex is getting the love already. So there's that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Great chapter. Usually I'd say like a 8 out of 10. Yeah, solid, pretty solid. So I'll definitely, today's the 19th, so it's not even, it's like a week and a half from now we'll be doing the end of month subscriber stream. So not Wednesday coming, the following Wednesday. So yeah, I guess we can look forward to it. So guys, respect for coming out. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I don't really have any grand plans on my side, so who knows, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just enjoy the rest of the evening / night, get some food. Yeah. Insert inspirational phrase or speech right on the line here. So yeah, so thanks for stopping by, guys. Awesome stream as usual, and I'll see you in the next one.